Dear students, through this module, we would be learning about climate change, what parameters change, and when can we say that climate is changing, and what are the causes of climate change, and what is the interface between urban development and climate change. We There are various causes of climate change, but we would focus on urban development as a causal factor, as a most important causal factor for climate change. Let us learn about climate change. According to NASA, National Aeronautical Space Association of US, climate change is a change in the typical or average weather of a region or city. So climate change is all about change of temperature, precipitation, relative humidity, and change in the wind speed and in the wind movement pattern. This map shows a progression of the changing global surface temperatures since 1884. The dark blue areas indicate areas cooler than average, and the dark red indicates areas warmer than average. So you can see that areas are more and more areas are getting warmer. So you can see that from 1884 onwards, how more and more areas till date, from 1884 onwards till date, more and more areas are getting warmer due to increase in the global surface temperatures. You can see from this visualization how ice cap in the Arctic Circle has changed over the various years, rather over decades, and you can see how it has shrunk due to the shrinkage of or the melting of the ice in the or the glaciers in the Arctic Circle. Sea level rise, there has been a very significant change in the sea level. Sea levels have risen, and one can see how sea levels are rising, that if this trend continues, the coastal cities would be severely impacted. Apart from the increase in temperature and the global warming and the sea level rise, we can see that there has been change in the precipitation, in amount of precipitation, in the pattern of precipitation. There have been increased frequency of intense precipitation events. It has been suggested, or studies have suggested, that across the world 16 to 24% increase in heavy precipitation intensity would be observed by 2100. That is, there would be intense precipitation in future, and the precipitation would be in terms of rain rather than snow. The purple colors of this drawing show areas where precipitation would increase or is forecasted to increase, while the orange areas indicate, or it is forecasted that these areas would have less rain and snow in the future. So we can foresee that glacier deposits or snowfall would be less over the future years, and at the same time the glaciers are melting. Whichever deposits we have are melting, and it would be difficult to have new glacier deposits in future. It would also add to the problems related to sea level rise. As we all know, relative humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air, in the atmosphere. And we can see that over the years, the humidity has declined, rather over decades. From 1948 onwards, we can see that humidity has declined by 14%. And that means the air is becoming drier, and in future the trend shows that it would become more dry. So you can see here how worldwide you can see the change in relative humidity worldwide. With the temperature change, that is increase in temperature, and the dryness in the atmosphere, ultimately leads to thermal discomfort. And because of thermal discomfort, all over the world we use mechanized devices to achieve thermal comfort conditions, and which again leads to the problems, or again leads to increased, or which contributes to the climate change. We will learn about it in more detail when we would discuss urban heat island. Now let us see how wind speeds have changed at the global level. The wind speeds have decreased by 5 to 15% over the last 3 decades, and are expected to decrease by another 15% in the forthcoming century. The dark blue areas show or represent the decrease in winds. The thermal discomfort would have been averted or reduced if wind speeds were high, because it would reduce the heat that is generated in the atmosphere, and it would also have reduced the pollution level, or it would have dispersed the pollution in the atmosphere. But because the wind speeds have also reduced, the entire gamut of parameters, which we say as temperature change, precipitation, change in the humidity, and wind speeds, everything together, thermal discomfort is increasing over the years. So you can see from this graph how the climate has changed, and there has been a shift